Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jay Hyde, and welcome back to the channel, y'all. And y'all see it, we about to talk about it. State of Decay 3. Now, in this video today, we are going to be talking about the Alpha Playtest news, y'all. Okay, there's big news. We actually have dates and timelines that are going to be leading up to the Alpha Playtest. Okay, so we're going to talk about that today. Where to sign up, how to sign up. If you don't know by now, you better hurry up and sign up. So without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, Charles, let's jump right in. Let's talk about it. All right, so we have a timeline for the playtest, okay? Now, it's already kind of started, as per the week of the 13th. That is where we are currently with the state of the Alpha playtest. So what that means is we are in the sign up phase, okay? We're in the sign up phase. Once you sign up, you link your accounts to the Discord and everything. You're going to get a message from a Discord, and then you're going to take a survey. All right. So that's the steps we're at right now. That's why they're encouraging everyone to sign up and take the survey. Make sure you take the survey. That is very, very important to becoming an Alpha Playtest member. All right. So do that. All right. That's the first steps to getting there. Next, the week of May 4th. They will be reviewing all the surveys and searching for candidates. All right. So that's the week of May 4th, which is honestly approaching rather quickly, rather quickly. So don't delay. All right. Next week of May 11th. That's when the invites are going to be sent out to the selected players who obviously entered the playtest and took the survey. Hint, hint, take the survey. All right. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. This thing is going to start ramping up rather quickly. We are getting very close to May 4th here. All right. So don't delay it. You just because you're a little late doesn't mean you won't get the opportunity. But if you don't sign up, you'll never get the opportunity for sure. All right. So next, let's talk about the goals for this playtest. All right. So first things first, this playtest here, there are three things they're trying to achieve and that they're focused on. All right. Number one is the practice of releasing content and updates. Okay. So as you remember in State of Decay 2, they were releasing all those updates 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 30, I believe, 30 something. They're trying to get back in the swing of that. All right. So this alpha test and later betas will help them get back in the swing of, releasing content and updates on a regular basis. Okay. Number two, the second thing that this is that they're gonna be focusing on is the technical readiness. Now, this playtest in particular is gonna focus on multiplayer, or majority multiplayer. I don't know if it's gonna shift at some point, but they really want to make sure that their multiplayer tech is intact. All right, that is working properly. Why? Because they're using a different tactic this time around. All right. This time around, they're using more server based as opposed to how it was in State of Decay 2, where it was mostly a lot of tethering, and it wasn't really server based at all. You were kind of tethering onto whoever was, I guess, the host of the multiplayer, whoever was the game it was. OK, so they're trying to make sure that all that is working. They're trying to monitor the system, see how it handles it, and you're going to be part of that test. So that's the second thing that they're really focusing on in terms of this first round of playtesting. Number three, the next thing is fun. Is this fun? Are you enjoying it? All right. Are you figuring out strategies to kind of combat the game, to kind of help your fellow multiplayers out while you're out here in this State of Decay 3 world, right? So they just want to make sure those things are happening, and also that you're not getting confused, that the new system is not confusing people and having players hung up on things. They want to get the overall experience of the players who are going to be playing multiplayer. All right. So that's the three things right there. All right. I want to make sure that I make this very clear. Yeah, you're testing this game out. You're testing this mode out, but they want to see how it is in the real world. So they want you to play and they want you to give as much feedback as possible. All right. Now, if you make it to the alpha play test, they're also going to be sending follow-up surveys to inquire how you felt while you were playing the game. And also, if you've seen any other channels like Sunny or Brian Menard, you can always take your own notes and provide that to the team as well. All right, so a couple more things I want to talk about here is remember, this is an alpha test, okay? You are not going to be playing the full State of Decay 3 game. You are only going to be playing the multiplayer part. And not only will you only be playing the multiplayer part, you're only going to be having access to certain parts of the map, or maybe one little area of the map, I should say, okay? So just keep that in mind. You're not getting free reign of State of Decay 3. The next thing I want to talk about is when you take the survey, and this is just a little friendly, I guess you could say little alley-oop or something like that, make sure you click multiplayer for your best chance of getting chosen. Okay, because this is a multiplayer thing, they're probably looking for people who are multiplayer people, not single play, not at this moment right now. So make sure that you do that when you take the survey. All right, so let's jump into my take, y'all. Let's get to it. Jihad's take. So I like what Undead Labs is doing here. I like that they're opening up. We're gonna start with the pro first, and we'll get to my con. I like the fact that they're opening the game up to the majority of the community. I understand they have the player council, which is kind of made up of is basically made up of, the community, but some of the well-known players and influencers. But I like the fact that they're opening up to the regular folk like you and me, that we're going to get the opportunity to play the game at its very early stages. I don't know if there's any studio that's ever done anything like this. I would have to really kind of double check that. I don't really want to Google that right now. But I mean, this is pretty extraordinary if, let's just say, they are. I mean, what studio was going to let, the community play the game in the alpha stages? Like, just doing this. The one game that kind of pops up in my head, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with this, but I tend to like these particular sports games. But there's a boxing game that came out maybe like 2 years ago. It's called Undisputed. It was called EBC Boxing Club at one point in time, and they did have like I don't know if it was the alpha stage or beta, but they were letting players play. And they were adding updates before their official release. But I feel like this is a little bit different than that. I feel like this right here is more or less, really, really, with the box. Let me say this: with the boxing game, they were just letting everybody play. I think you had to pay like $25 to get the game, and it was just in its alpha stages, and they just kept updating it. I mean, this right here, you're being selected, so they're really not just giving anybody an opportunity, but everybody has a chance. So that's what makes this very interesting, and I like it a lot. Now let's get to the cons. The cons, how I feel about that. The negative aspect of it is that you could get the wrong people in the playtest. And what I mean by that is the people with the wrong intentions. Okay, so people who have the intentions to leak, have the intentions to just really shit on a game because they have the opportunity to, have access to it. Just those type of people. Now, I'm gonna say it, you can fuck around and find out. Saying you can fuck around and find out if you get on the team and you leak or you say anything that you're not supposed to. After you sign that NDA, they coming for you. Yeah, okay. Undead Labs, Microsoft, they coming for you with the big lawyers, with the big dogs, all right? So you can mess around if you want to, but if you go ahead and do that, you're going to mess around and find out. You're going to mess around and find out. So that's the negative aspect of it for me. You might not get the right people who want to do what's best for State of Decay 3. And that's why I want to say this too. If you're going to sign up for the playtest, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure that you really, really, really want to help the game and you really want to add your input to make the game better for all of us folks out here. All right. So don't just sign up because you want to play State of Decay 3. Sign up because you really want to add your voice to this, to the making of this game, and you really want to make it the best game it can possibly be upon release. All right. So don't waste our time. You know what I mean? Don't waste our time. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about before I really get up out of here is, am I signed up? Yes, I'm signed up. Do I want to get picked? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if I want to. I'd be excited if I do, but I'm not sure if I want to get picked because I kind of want to just have that organic feeling when the game comes out and you crack open the case, or now you download it digitally, and you just get that first experience with the game. You don't know nothing, you ain't touched it, you ain't played it, and you just jump right into the world. You have no precursors, nothing that you can call back to. You're just going head first off the diving board, you know what I'm saying, right into the deep end. So that's kind of what I'm cherishing here. If I get the opportunity, of course, I would definitely take it. I'm not going to sit here in front. The only thing I think that might hold me up is the fact that I don't know if it's just for PC gamers. They didn't really stress or specify that. And I'm mainly a console player. So I think that that's the thing that might end up holding me up here in this situation. If it's not via console, which I doubt, I don't think there's ever a time where they put an alpha or betas on console. I think that's strictly a PC thing. So if that's the case, I'm probably not going to make it. And that's all right with me. I'm fine with that either way. I just wanted to put my hat in, throw my hat in the race or whatever they call it. I don't know that saying right now. It's my mind. But I just want to throw my hat in the race, and just see what happens. Why not? And with that, we're going to end the video here today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.